Hello everyone, hope you're all doing good. So today we are here for grade 9 maths. The chapter today we discuss that is exponent. And here are the list of the lessons. So the first lesson that is division with exponents, power rule, evaluate the integers raised to the rational exponents. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudent.com. You have to log in by using your email and the passwords that are provided by the administrator. Select maths from the subject tab like this way. Scroll down to the grade 9. View all chapters. So here are the list of the chapters and we are on the chapter exponents. Let's get start this. And the chapter today we'll discuss that is the division with exponents. So here simplify, express your answer using the positive exponents. So how can we write it as an exponent with the positive numbers? For example, with the exponents, we are just going to divide the power with the same basis, okay? And we are only subtract their exponents. Like a negative exponents can be written as a positive, and we just simplify it. Let's suppose I'm going to write it, a negative exponent can be written as a positive exponents in the denominators, like in the form of, and we express our answer like in this way. For example, here is d power minus 7 and here is d power minus 4. Their bases are same, so we are just only subtracting the powers, and when this power moves up, so it become positive, okay? So let's suppose I'm going to use it here, a positive sign, one positive sign and one as a negative sign. So when it moves up, there is only one d here. When it moves up, it become negative. So here is minus 7 and minus 4. Then what is the answer? So the answer we get it, there are two negative signs here, and negative negative become positive, okay? So 7 plus 4, what is the answer we get it? That is 11. But which sign you put with it? The sign with the greater number. And what is the greater number here? 7 is greater number, and with the 7 it's a negative sign. So you put it here, d power minus 11. And if let's suppose they are saying that you convert this answer as a positive exponent, so what we do, we just put it in the form of denominators, okay? So it's become d power 11. That's it. These both are the answer. Let's suppose I'm going to write it here. So here I'm going to write it something like that. This one. If this one is positive, and here in the denominator, this is also positive. So how can we solve it? The same way, the same method we apply. See as it is here, this too, in the numerator as it is. But when some digits or some numbers or some powers, you are going to move from denominator to numerator, so their sign can be changed, okay? How? Look at here, this is the plus sign with that 6. Now when it moves, it become the minus sign. So here is 2 minus 6. Now what is the answer for that one? C power 2 minus 6. What is the answer? Subtract it and then tell me. 2 minus 6 is my 4, because it's a subtraction. So this is 4, and which sign you put with it? The sign with the greater number. And with the greater number, what is the sign here? This is the negative sign, okay? Because the 6 is greater here, and with the 6 it's negative sign. So this is C power minus 4. And when they are saying that it turns to the positive, so how can we convert it into the positive? 1 over C, that is power 4. So in this way you are going to move the negative sign to the positive sign. Okay, now let's start some test questions. Now you guys tell me the answers one by one. Tell me the answer in the chat, okay? So, okay. So here is c power 7 into c power 6. Look at here. This is also the sign of the power. Look, this one. Okay, this also shows the power sign. When we are going to move this c powers, this is c power 7 and that is c power 6. C power 7 and c power 6. Now solve it. C power 7 as it is, only the power is moved. So which sign is here? This is the positive sign. When it moves, it turned to be negative. So this becomes 6. And now when you subtract, so the answer we get it 1. You also put it like this way, c power 1, or you also put it c power 1 is c. So you just put it like that way, okay? This is not negative. So we are not converting it into the negative number. So let's see, is that the answer or not? And this is the right answer. Now you just guys simplify and express your answer using the positive exponent, okay? B power 3 and B power 3. These both are same powers. And you tell me, what's the answer you get it? Now it's B power 3 and B power 3. So when you solve, what is the answer you get it? Solve B power 3 with B power 3. Okay, then what's the answer you get it? Everyone tell me the answer. Okay, I'm waiting. Let's do it together. So here is B power 3. Now this 3 moves up. Here it is positive. When it's moved out, it becomes negative. Now there are two, one plus sign with one negative sign, and these both are the same. So if these both are same, so cancel the both numbers, and here the power is 0. And if some numbers which have a 0 power, that means it is 0, not it's 1. Look at here. This is a very important thing. Every number, for example 2 power 0, that turned to be 1. Every number which have a power that 0 power, so it can be changed into 1. Okay, let's suppose there is 100 power 0, then 1000 power 0. So when we solve it, you are also using the calculator, and then just put all the numbers on the calculator. You check it out, the power number is 1. Okay, it turned to be 1. Now when we are solving this, yeah, here we do it the wrong one. Q power minus 7 and q power minus 2. Now you guys tell me, express your answer using the positive integers. Sorry, exponents, not integers. Q power, these both are in the form of negative. Q power minus 7 and q power minus 2. When we are going to solve it, look at here. Q power minus 7, and then here is the q power minus 2. Let's do it together. You guys solve it. Okay, I'm waiting. Tell me the answer. So here q power minus 7 and then this 2 power moves up. So when the denominator, which have a 0 power, moves up, so it turned to be positive. Let's do it with the positive number. Now tell me, minus 7 plus 2, what is the answer? So the answer we get it. Let's do it. There is one plus sign, one minus sign, and when we resolve these signs, so we are subtracting. So 7 minus 2 is 5, but which sign you put with it? The sign with the greater number. And what is the greater number here? 7 is greater or 2 is greater? 7 is greater number, and with the 7 it is negative sign. So that is 5, and here is with negative sign. Let's do, okay, all right, look at here, one more thing. If you have a number like this way, sometimes they are not giving the answer like in the form of q and minus 5 like that. They just gave us the answer by using this sign. This sign means the power, okay? And they just putting minus 5 here. Otherwise, if they are saying that like q power 5 in the form of denominator as well, so this is also the answer of that one, and this is also the right one. So let's see, both are right here. 1 over q power 5 and 1 and q power minus 5, these both are right. So let's go with this one. But they are saying that using the positive exponent, so here is the positive exponent, okay? That is my bad. T power 5 and t power minus 9. T power 5 and t power minus 9. T power 5 and t power minus 9. And now you write your answer as a positive exponent. Do it, everyone, and then tell me the answer. I'm also solving it here, okay? Let's suppose here is t power 5, and when this minus 9 moves up, so it become positive 9. So what is the answer we get it? 5 plus 9 is 14. So this is positive exponent, okay? T power 14 is a positive exponent. And this cap, you can say that also shows the power, okay? If it's not like in form of this, so this is in the form of positive 14. So let's go with it. Hope you guys understand this lesson. Now let's start the next. So you solve the rest of the test questions by yourself, okay? Now let's do the power rule. So let's discuss this one. So now simplify and express your answer using a single exponent. Here is some time the powers should be multiply, and now mostly they are in the form of division, and sometimes they are like same, bases are same, and power is basically adding or subtracting, okay? So here we go with m into 8 and power 3. Look at here, when you are going to raise a power to a power, okay, like the one power, and to raise the power, so we just multiply the exponents. What is the meaning of exponents? We just multiply the powers from that. Like how? Look at here, if they are saying that you have a question like in the form of this way, this is a m, that is power 5, and here is a power, this is the power, and then raised to the power. This power of 5 is the power of m, and then this 2 is the power of that full number. So we just simply multiply these two power with each other, okay? And then just write our answer like that way. 5 times 2, and in this way we are just getting the answer 10. So here is the m power is 10, okay? So we just multiply the exponents. This is the way that we multiply the exponents. Now the expression m power 8 is raised to the power of 3. Let's do it. This is a very easy question. Now you guys tell me the answer. If I'm going to write it the power 9, okay, and here raised to the power of 6. So what is the answer of that one? Just simply multiply these two numbers with each other, and then we are just getting our answer. Let's simply multiply 6 into with 9, okay? So as we know the table, that is becomes 54. This is just in case of some powers to the raise of powers. It's in the form of multiplication, but sometime it's in the power rule. I think so. In both, all the power rule are same. Here they are using the different like variables, or you can say that numbers, but you just simply multiply the power raised to the power and then write your answer. So simplify and express your answer using a single exponent. This is k power 9 and then raised to the power of 4. So how can we solve this one? Look at here. If I'm going to write it like this way, k to the power of 2, and here I'm going to write the number that is a 3. Okay? Outside of this, sometimes they are not just using the brackets, they're just simply putting the number. So what we do, we are just simply multiply the numbers, these two numbers with each other. 2 power 2 times 3, and then we write our answer k to the power of 6, or otherwise you also put it like this way, that form. Okay, this is also the answer. And if they are saying that like turn this into the negative exponent, so how can we turn it down? We are just converting it into the form of the denominators, like that way. Okay, because it's positive when we move like that way, so it becomes in the form of negative. Now let's do some test questions, then we are more able to solve it. Okay, express your answer and using a single exponent. B to the power of 7, and then it's 6. Just simply multiply and then tell me the answer now. Just simply multiply 6 with 7 and then write our answer. Okay, so here b to the power of 7, and now here is the power 6. I'm just supposing simple multiplication, and sorry about that. Okay, so 7 times 6 is 42. Okay, so let's see what's the option for that. Is it option A or option B? Check it out, everyone. Yeah, it's an option B. Simplify and express your answer using a single exponent. Here is some different variables are using. Sometimes they are using from A, B, C, and every kind of numbers they are using. So here they are using c to the power 6 and then raised to the power 4. Okay, let's do it. This one, c to the power 6 and then again raised to the power of 4. Now how can we solve it? C, then 6 times 4. Just multiply these two numbers and then we write it. So here is our answer. Hope you guys understand this lesson as well. So solve the rest of the test questions regarding this lesson by yourself. Now let's start the next. Evaluate the expression involving the exponents. Different kind of expressions we are using. It's same just like the division. We already done it. Okay. Then the same thing. We are moving the exponents. If it's in the form of some time, they are multiply. Bases are same. Only the powers are different. Sometimes they are multiply with each other. Sometimes maybe it's in the form of the division. Sometime maybe it's in the form of addition or subtraction. Let's suppose first of all, if it's in the form of division. If some variable that are in the form of division, so how can we solve it? So how can we solve it? 7 to the power of 5 and 7 to the power of 3. Okay, when you are going to solve these kind of division question or multiplication question, their bases should be same, only the exponent powers are different. Okay, when the bases are same, so we are going to solve. Sometime if the bases are different, so we are not able to do like that exponent forms. Okay, and we are not applying any kind of operations like the division, multiplication, or any addition or subtraction operations over there. But if the bases are same, so we apply all these rules. Now it's 5, and then you are going to move 3 up, so it's in the form of minus, because here it's positive. When it moves up, then it becomes negative, because it changed from denominator to numerator. So 7 to the power of 5 minus 3, what is the answer? So 7 power 3 is 5 minus 3 is 2, so we get it 2 here. Okay, so that is our answer. Now just give me a second. So here, so now 4 to the power of 2, and then it's multiply with the 4 to the power of 2. Okay, then we are going to use it like this way. 4 to the power of 2, what is the answer when you are going to solve? It means that 4 times 4. Okay, look at here, 4 to the power of 2, then again 4 to the power of 2. 4 to the power of 2, what does it mean? 4 to the power of 2, this means you are going to multiply 4 with each other 2 times. Okay, 4 times 4 is 16. Now here 4 times 4 is 16. That is the meaning of 4 to the power of 2. Now 16 times 16, when you're going to multiply both 16s with each other, then multiply these two numbers with each other. Okay, then you write your answer. All right, hope you guys understand this one. Now let's discuss the test question. 2 power 9 and 2 power 5. Let's go with this. 2 power 9 and 2 power 5. Okay, 2 power 9 and 2 power 5. How can we solve it? 2 power 9 minus 5 because it moves up, then 2 power 4. What does it mean 2 power 4? 2 power 4 means 2 is multiply 4 time with each other. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16. So here the answer is 16. So let's go with the 16. 4 to the power of 2, 4 to the power of 2. This already we done it, I think so. So 4 to the power of 2 dot 4 to the power of 2. What does it mean? 4 times 4 dot 4 times 4. We're going to write 4 into 2 times. 16 times 16. 256. So here is our answer. That's it. 3 to the power 8, 3 to the power 5. 3 to the power 8, 3 to the power 5. So 3 to the power 8 minus 5 and 3 to the power 3. So you are going to write it down 3 how many times? 3 times. Okay? 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 3 is 27, and that is our answer. Hope you guys understand this lesson as well. So solve the rest of the test questions regarding this lesson by yourself. Okay? Now let's start the last lesson of the day. Evaluate the integers raised to the rational exponents. 1 into 1 power 3. This shows that a into 1 power n, and this n is an integer with n is greater than 0. This is a positive number. This symbol is called the radical. Okay, and their power is called the this power, that is called the basically. Here let's suppose square root 2 is only not written like in the form of that. For example, if it's written here 1 to the power of 1 3, what does it mean? It means that this power become n, this one, this is n. So here we're gonna write it this one as in the form of 3, and here it's 1. So 3 square root 1. Okay, so 1 square root is answer, that is 1. Let's suppose here is we are going to take something else, like let's suppose here is 1 to the power of half. So we are not able to write it in down together because this square root means that is half. Okay, so we are not putting it down like this. So this is 1 and that is 1. Let's suppose I'm going to write it 8 here. Sorry, not 8. 2 to the power of 1 by 3. What does it mean? It means that 3 and then that is 2. If there is 8 to the power of 1 by 3, what does it mean? 3 and this is 8. And if they are saying that more solve, so we are going to solve it like this way. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. So 3 and here is 2 power 3. So now this 3 should be cancelled and then your answer is 2. Okay, let's suppose 32 to the power of 1 by 3. Not 32. Let's take 16 to the power of 2. So what does it mean? It means that square root and here is 16. So there is no need to write it down square root here. As we know that 4 times 4 is 16. As we know that 4 power 2. And as we know that this should be cancelled and here is 4. And that is your answer. Okay. This is the way that we do it. Let's suppose if I'm going to write it here, 1 to the power of 1 by 3. Already solved it here. That is 1. 1 to the power of half. This is already do it now. I'm going to tell you. Let's suppose here is, for example, 25 and then here is the power half. So this is shown like that way. 25 inside of the square root and then 25 is 5 times 5 and then 25 is 5 square and then this is 5. Okay, now if let's suppose 36 to the power of half, as we can see 36 inside of it, 6 times 6 is 36. Now 6 power 2. Now the only thing which is left here, 6 times 6 is 36. There are two 6 here, so only the 6. If I'm going to write it like for the cube terms, sorry, I was just checking my mic and everything. Okay, all right. Okay, if I'm going to write it, let's suppose and here is the power 1 by 3. So how can we solve it? This is a basically 3 and here is inside of it, that is 64. So now 3 as it is here, 4 times 4 times 4. Now 3 and then here is the 4 power 3. So we just make inside of the number that equal power to the outside of that square root number. So this is 4 power 3 and that is a 3. So that both should be cancelling out and only the 4 is left. But if let's suppose we are going to take something like that, 125 and 1 by 3. So this is same 125 and that is here the power 3. If they're saying that you just put it down the answer like here, so it's all up to you. But otherwise if they are saying that write your answer in the other forms, so you're putting 3 then 5 times 5 times 5. So you make inside of the square root equals, so 5 times power 3. This should be cancelled and now here the answer is 5. This is done if the power is like in the form of 1 by 3s and all that. Okay, if let's suppose, and then here is, so this is 2 is not able to write, you just put it down like this way, so it's 100. And now 10 time 10, and now 10 power 2, so this should be cancelled, and the answer is 10. This is also done like in these kind of question. Now let's discuss this one, 1 to the power of 1 by 3. Look at here, this is 1 and to the power of 1 by 3. This should be done like this way, 3 to the power of 1. 1 power 3 is 1, because 1 square is 1, 1 cube is 1, 1/4 is 1. Every term that we are going to use it with the 1, so that is, so again it's 1 to the power of half, that is given. All right, now if let's suppose, I'm going to write it here. um Here is the digit, which digit we are going to take, 81, and this is half. So let's see, this square root is basically the half, and then it's 81. So 9 times 9 is 81. We are making the square of this, so this become 9 square. Square root should be cancelled with that, and then the answer is here only 9. Okay, so this is just in case, like if you have a numbers and then the power is 1 by 2, sometimes its power is 1 by 3, so their powers are different according to that. Hope you guys understand this lesson as well. So we have done a lot of things today. So you can find all the lessons on aplusstudent.com. You have to log in by using the email and passwords that are provided by the administrator. So today we discussed the grade 9 maths. The chapter today we discussed, that is exponent. And here are the list of the lesson: division with exponent, power rule, evaluate expression involving exponents, evaluate integers raised to the rational exponents. So you guys make sure to practice all these questions, and if you still need any help or any of the question, then you can contact tutors by using the live chat button that is available on the A plus website. Here is the live chat button, click on this. So open as like as a department, put at math, putting your name, and then just send. In this way you directly contact with the tutors. So for now, have a great day you all. Bye.